Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Redskins are top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against a Cowboys team that will need to keep the running game in check. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They're led out by a guy who was a 4-year starter at the University of Georgia. It's Aaron Murray.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
7 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Off the play fake. Wheeler. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Coming in, carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 3rd down, it's Wade. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tim Mastay now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw on second down. Wheeler. And that is incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Wheeler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Tim Mastay now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Marching onto the field, here's Carlos Williams getting ready to go. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 1st down. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Cowboys. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Wheeler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Tim Mastay now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start. Offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Off play action. Murray. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. First down. Wheeler looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Tim Mastay now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
First and 10. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down. Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Play fake. Wheeler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Tim Mastay now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And he rifles one incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Wheeler. And incomplete here on 3rd down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Looking to throw. Wheeler. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Wheeler. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Wheeler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Wheeler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Tim Mastay now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. Marching onto the field, here's Carlos Williams getting ready to go. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. Throwing on first down. Wheeler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing again. Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Redskins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And that will be incomplete as well.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wheeler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Wheeler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A final shot before break. Wheeler. And this one's incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Redskins and the Cowboys haven't figured out yet how they're going to move the ball through the air. The defenses on both sides have kept points off the board, and it will be interesting to see if they can keep that up. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. Redskins take over late in the second. Murray's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Spikes is the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Now following the pick, Wheeler is going to run off the left side, and this run goes for a touchdown. Cowboys tied up at 7.
Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Wheeler. And he fires one incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Wheeler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down. Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because You don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Carlos Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Twisting away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And he floats one there, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
To throw on 3rd down. Wheeler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Play action. Wheeler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That defensive front 4 has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
The Cowboys on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wheeler. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is knocked down from the side, near the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Tim Mastay now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll take it at the 42. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this is incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Wheeler to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. Here's Tim Mastay now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Washington. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out
now come the Cowboys.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. To throw on second down. Wheeler, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down. Wheeler. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
From the gun, Wheeler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down, Wheeler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go!
Back to the air on second down. Wheeler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
On third down. That's Wade. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
On 1st and 10, Murray over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's go. Green.
To throw again. Murray is going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And he slings one that's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Wheeler. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 1st down. Wheeler.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The play fake. Wheeler. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Wheeler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Wheeler. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's Tim Mastay now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Marching onto the field, here's Carlos Williams getting ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Murray. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing again, Murray. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Washington. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They'll look to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And that is incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And yes, Yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. To throw on second down. Wheeler. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken about the 12. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help them along.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long. The Redskins on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Well, part 1 is done, now part 2. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Play action. Wheeler. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third down. It's Wade. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. Murray. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Green 39.
On first down, Wheeler. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first and 10, Wheeler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Cowboys, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.